From the Doc Cone Gymnasium here on the campus of Old Waltham High School, ACMi Sports presents Arlington High School Boys Varsity Basketball. Tonight, the Spy Ponders of Arlington High School host the Sachems of Winchester High School. Hello everyone, I'm Don Phelan. I'm joined by Tim Hoffman. Our producers tonight are Jeff Monroe and Miles Donava from the class of 2023. And Meredith Lamont is our camera person. And Tim, this shapes up to be early season, one of the top matchups in the Middlesex League this year.
Absolutely. The Winchester Sachems are a tough team. They bring it. They have guards. They have big guys, and they're a really good team. Arlington's been playing really well with their full court pressure, and they're a really good player with James Dingman and a supporting cast. This is going to be one of the best games of the year in the Middlesex League. These two teams are going to play twice, which are both going to be great games.
Winchester comes into tonight's game with a record of 1-0. They beat Wilmington, as did Arlington on the road the other night. Arlington comes in with a record of 2-0. And now we have the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineup for tonight's game for the Spy Ponders: number 0, tri-captain Peter Clarity. You see it right there on your screen. Number 5, Alexei Trapotsis. Number 10, Jack Zambardino. Tri-captain number 22, Nico Trapotsis. And tri-captain number 33, James Dingman. And already early season honor for James Dingman, Tim. He was named one of the Globe's Players of the Week this past week.
Absolutely. James has been bringing it right from the start of the season. He carried on just what he did last year. He had a great junior season. And now as a senior, he's really playing well. And Winchester's a tough team, but they're going to have to contend with James tonight. And I talked to James before the game, and he knows it's a big one. And he'd like to step up for the big game.
So it's an exciting night for me personally. There's not many things I like better than Arlington High boys basketball and Notre Dame football. I'm going to get a dose of both of those tonight. Let's start out that first half of the doubleheader with this game, Arlington and Winchester. For the Sachems, number 31, Captain Alex Casey. Number 3, sophomore Jack Charkaflian. And Tim, you said he's the person to watch for the Sachems. Number 10, Craig O'Callahan, also a senior. Number 23, Carson Sarpong. You'll notice him right away. He's a big guy. He's probably about 6'7", 6'8" anyway. And he was shooting threes before the game started. And number 25, Dawson English. Now, a nice play to start the game for Winchester on a backdoor cut, but missing the layup. And now here come the Spy Ponders the other way. Dingman, baseline drive, goes strong to the hole, puts it up and in, and the first basket of the game belongs to James Dingman.
Yeah, James told me before the game this was a big one. James is coming out firing. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a big one tonight. Backdoor cut, Don. Beautiful backdoor cut by Winchester. One of the lost arts in basketball.
Nice little entry pass there. Arlington defense swarms, and they come up with the loose ball.
Yeah, guess who came up with it?
Alexei Trapotsis. And now Arlington in transition loses control of the basketball. It will be Winchester ball. For Winchester, Coach John Fleming, class of 02 in his 13th season. And, of course, for Arlington in his 6th season, Coach Jack Woods. He's assisted by Mike Palladino and Matt Woods.
A classic Middlesex League matchup here that's going to be years to come because both of these guys are sophomores. Is you got Alexei checking Winchester's best player. Give me the name again, Don.
Charkaflian on that one, and he threw the ball away, unfortunately, for him.
These guys would be good, unless they all transfer, these guys are going to be getting after it for years. 2 great players, 2 great high school basketball players, and also 2 really good kids.
Kick out pass to Alexei. Now back to his brother Nico. Up top, Jack Zambardino. Here's Peter Clarity on the wing.
Winchester comes out in the man-to-man. They'll do that, but then also don't be surprised if they'll throw something else at you. Remember last year in the tournament game, they came out and threw a 2-3 at them at the end.
Nico missed the three-pointer. Now in transition, number 25, Dawson English scores for the Sachems.
Well, Winchester really good in transition. They get the ball up, the 1 or 2 dribbles, long pass, and that was a great long bounce pass there by Winchester.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Woods wants to see Nico hit those threes. He hit 3 first-quarter threes in the home opener. Here's Nico again for 3. This one's going to be a little bit long, and there's Sarpong for the rebound.
A very good shot, though. They didn't force it. It was part of the offense. He was wide open. You got to take that. Quick.
Shot no good there. Sarpong for the putback. He lays it up and misses it. Rebound fought for Sarpong on again. Now he's slapped on the arm. Foul committed by Nico Trapotsis.
Oh, one of the things that Arlington's going to get in a little bit of an issue with today is foul trouble, because the big guys here for Winchester are going to be at a rebound. They're going to be running under the hoop. They're going to hit them. So the bench is going to be important for Arlington today.
Non-shooting foul against Nico Trapotsis, his first on the team. Now Arlington in transition on the turnover, and a pushing foul will be called against Winchester.
I always threaten to stat what the steals and deflections for Alexi are, and I never do it, but he's going to have a ton.
I believe that foul was committed by number 10, Craig O'Callahan, his first on the team. 2-2 here early on from the Duck Cone Gymnasium, the home for Spy Ponder basketball this season. This time, Nico faked the 3. Arlington working the ball around nice. It looks like a matchup zone, Tim.
Yeah, and they match up, and you know what, with
maybe
James.
Man. Could be man.
Yeah, they play a really good quarter-court man. I like James being a little bit more aggressive offensively.
Alexi's going to have to take the 3 as the shot clock was winding down. No good there.
See, they keep the no dribble, and they pass. They get someone taken off every time.
Sarpong ahead of the pack was ejected by Alexi, and now Arlington back the other way. There's James Digman strong to the basket. Shot is blocked by Winchester, out of bounds. It will be Arlington ball.
It looked like he got mugged in the parking lot there, but they're going to let him play a little bit, maybe see it. They sort it out a little bit later, but
I think that's to Arlington's advantage, the way they play scrappy defense.
Absolutely.
Peter Clardy, Arlington's leading scorer in the home opener with 14. There's Nico on the drive, kicks it back out to Jack.
Nice pass,
on the
backdoor cut.
Clardy lays it in.
Excellent cut there by Clardy.
And a great pass by Jack Zambardino. Spy Ponders lead it by 2.
That's what they do. The way that developed is because of their spacing. They weren't on top of each other. They had some space so they can go backdoor.
Ooh. 2 players for Arlington in on that play defensively. They're going to call the foul against Nico Trapotsis. And for Nico, that's foul number 2. And that's going to cause Arlington to go to the bench. As number 31, Alex Casey, will go to the line for 2 shots.
Burrell's been playing good, though. At least, Arlington has a deep bench. They go 7 or 8 deep, maybe even 8 or 9 deep. And it's good to have someone like Burrell come in when needed.
Yep, that is the substitution for Arlington. Number 4, Jonas Burrell, checking into the Arlington lineup. Now, on the missed free throw, doing a nice job following it up was Casey, and he gets the putback.
Coach Woods does not like that.
No, there's only 2 of them, and there's 4 of you, so you have to kind of, well, I guess counting the shooter, there's technically 3, but have to come up with that rebound. Burrell thought about it. Zambardino's going to take it. Short. Sarpong there for the rebound.
Travel.
He's called for traveling.
Good rebound, but too many pivot feet.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Fleming has told him once he gets that rebound to get it to a guard immediately.
Yeah, and they really push it up well. When they defense a rebound, they get it up the floor in a hurry.
Clardy wide open. He's going to take that 3. Boom!
Oh, big shot by Peter. Peter starts hitting that. That's going to create space for everybody.
Peter has 5 of Arlington's 7. Spy Ponders lead at 7-4 about halfway through the first quarter.
A lot of confidence, good form, nice rotation on that shot. I really like seeing that from Peter.
Man-to-man D by Arlington with help, and there's a good play by Ding. Got a hand on that, couldn't quite come up with it. Here's our Ponks going it up into the traffic, and he gets the roll.
A good athletic play for the big guy.
And that's the odd rim. We'll talk about that at some point. I was talking to the athletic director of Waltham High School. He said he's been trying to fix that rim for years, but sort of short of replacing the whole structure, nothing they can do about it. So both teams will go that way for a half, but there's clearly something wrong with that rim down that end.
You see when James gets the ball, they got to clear out here. give him a little bit of room.
He throws it up, puts it up. No, he is fouled on the play.
When James gets the ball on the 45-degree angle and there's a person in the corner, that person should go through, give James plenty of room. I don't think there's a guy individually on Winchester that can cover him. Man, he's at least going to get to the hoop, and if not, he's going to create the other team coming at him and being able to dish the ball. But they definitely have to create some space for James, especially against a tough team like Winchester.
Foul committed by number 25, Dawson English, his first. James hits the first free throw, first substitution of the evening for the Sachems. Number 20, Harrison Burbine, into the lineup, and he replaces number 10, Craig O'Callahan. Second free throw is also good. Dingman and Peter Clarity have all of Arlington's points. They lead at 9-6 with 3:20 to go first quarter.
Picking up full, looking to see if they can trap a little bit here.
Zambardino way off of his guy for the help defense. Now he goes to have to chase him. No, wide open three.
Give him that all day.
No good. Rebound fought for, and it's going to be a Winchester foul. Maybe they're going to get the big guy, Sarpong. 23, that is Carson Sarpong, his first, third on the team. Arlington possession up by 3 with 3:07 remaining in the first quarter.
I think that the Spy Ponders would trade that, play some really tough defense in the front court. Good call there.
Yeah, that was a great call. A lot of times referees just assume it went off the offensive player's foot, but that one went off the defensive player's foot. And so
we have a great angle up here for that.
Yeah, we did. We could challenge that one if they got it wrong. Come to us. Good defense here by Winchester.
See, I like this. Completely
long good. Three around the rim and out. Alexi fights for it, takes it away from Sarpong, and Spy Ponders will get another possession. Clarity, nice entry pass to Zambardino, and he lays it up and in.
Good backdoor cut by Zambardino, but excellent pass by Peter.
So Zambardino and Clarity kind of switched roles there. The first play, it was Peter on the backdoor cut. That time it was Jack Zambardino getting the feed from Peter Clarity, and Arlington with their largest lead of the game. It's 11-6. 2.5 minutes remaining first quarter. And ball's loose, lost by Alex Casey, apparently touched by an Arlington player. Clarity was getting ready to take the charge. Casey avoided him, but the ball went out of bounds, last touch by Arlington. 7 on the shot clock.
Zambardino's used to throwing dimes, quarterback for the Spy Ponders football team.
Ooh, missed opportunity there for the Saints. It looked like they had a nice pass. Oh, now
oh my goodness.
Oh, they're going to rule that the blocking foul by Peter Clarity is what caused the travel. And so Peter will pick up his first.
Ooh, it looked like he was there early. I know, Don, you don't like when I question the rest, but man, Peter might have been there for a little bit.
Now, there is a new rule this year about faking being fouled, and I think Coach Fleming was asking the referee if indeed that was a violation of that rule. We could talk about that more if it were to happen. Now, a little drive into the lane is missed, and a good put back and follow-up by Charkaflian, and he has his first points of the game.
They need better team defense or rebound, and everyone's half the guys are out on the break, and there's only 2 guys in there rebounding. They don't have the size for that. They need a better team defense rebounding.
Dangerous pass by Clarity, and nice job by Winchester getting in the passing lane, resulting in a lay-in.
They take care of the ball.
Number 20, Burbine, with his first basket of the game, and now Arlington's lead is now down to 1 point. 11-10, minute and a half to go, first quarter. Dingman on the drive, a little push off there with the free arm. Going to be careful not to extend that too much to pick up the charge. And he fakes.
There it is.
Puts it up. No good.
It's all right, still good shot.
Rebound Winchester. Sarpong out of the Sachem lineup. Good hands there by Peter Clarity, stripping the ball away. Here's Dingman with the lay-in.
Excellent defense by Clarity. Great bounce pass on the break. They got to get back. Winchester's going to really look to push
That'll be his second. So Arlington with not many fouls, but the problem is 2 players have 2 each, with Peter Clarity picking that foul up, his second, and of course Nico having picked up his second early on. Arlington will go to the bench. Number 11, Simon Miller, as well as number 24, Jabari Williams, into the Arlington lineup with exactly 1 minute to go, first quarter.
Yeah, Williams brings a lot of energy, a lot of athleticism. And Simon, you don't lose much when Simon comes in. He can handle the ball, he passes the ball, he knows the offense really well.
Missed opportunity there for Winchester. Arlington with the ball in the 3-point lead, 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Dingman with the tricky dribble now pulls up into the lane and hits.
Yeah, I don't think he could cover James in a phone booth, so they just got to give him a little bit of space and let him go, let him do his thing.
You don't see the mid-range shot much. James Dingman possesses it very well.
That 9 to 14 footer is such a tough shot.
3-point shot missed by Winchester. Arlington looking to run. 18 seconds to go. See if they pull it out and hold for one. Simon Miller. Now it's James Dingman. A little clear out here. Dingman's tried to take it with the left hand. Barella came up with it. 4 seconds. Plenty of time. Dingman's going to take the long three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Winchester will fire it up at the buzzer and off the backboard, and no. So a very fast-paced, exciting first quarter comes to a close here at the Doc Cone Gymnasium, and the Spy Ponders will take it into the first quarter break with a 15-10 lead.
I need some water. Yeah, both teams are looking to push it. Arlington tries to control their tempo by their defensive pressure, and that way that the Winchester really can't push it up too much, but Winchester really looks to defense or rebound, maybe one dribble, push it up the floor, and they're really looking to go. And their break is great. The Arlington's got to get back on defense, but wow, what a high-paced game. And there's 15-10. It's going to be a little bit more than that.
And now you get a good look at the Arlington Winter Cheer. Back in the day, they called it the Maroon Squad, but now it's called Winter Cheer. Mia Tess is a captain. Lizzie Hank, Haley Dow, those are the seniors. Jill Cole, Ina Baird, Lily Roshankish, Amelia Maya, Carol Guvia, Anna Major, our juniors, Brooke Meyer, Audrey Nadeau, Mia Cochran, Lydia Shearer, Leela Wallace, our sophomores, and 3 freshmen on the squad, Sydney Daniels, Juliana Swartz, and Evie Nedlichev, the Arlington Winter Cheer squad.
They always do such a great job.
Yeah, this is their first game. They were not at the opener, so we're happy to see them for game 2. And look forward to a season of cheer. And we are in the season of cheer. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate at home. We'd like to wish you that from ACMi. Back to live action in the second quarter. Arlington ball to start the quarter. Alexi's jump shot there from the baseline, no good. Rebound fought for on the ground. Sarong fights for it, but Jabari Williams just takes his lunch money.
Excellent move by Jabali.
He avoided the contact, too. You know, we'll talk about that in a second, but Hoff, back in the day, like when we played, loose ball on the floor, it was like a football fumble. Now, though, officials are taught to really watch for contact on those, and you can't just jump on players anymore. So, good job there by Jabari, taking the ball away, not committing the foul. But now in the ensuing action, I believe it's number 11, Simon Miller, will pick up that foul.
Yeah, Jabari's really come in off the bench a couple of games and played some really good defense, a lot of energy. I like his athleticism.
Looks like a little bit of a 1-2-2 zone this time, Hoff.
Yeah,
but Winchester does a nice job getting it to the front man who missed the layup. Tough to see the Winchester numbers from up here. I know I'm old, but he's going to need a little bit of a break with these numbers. Try my best for you folks watching from home that are Winchester fans. James Dingman for 3 around the rim.
There it is, James. Downtown. He hit that from Waltham Center.
Dingman already in double figures. He has 11 of Arlington's 18. 3-point shot for the corner is good. And I believe that's number 10, Craig O'Callahan, with his first basket of the game. Winchester has 6 players that have scored. Nobody has scored more than 1 basket.
You know O'Callahan's just going to get in the corner, get his feet set, and let that thing fly. He's a really good shooter. A lefty. He's got beautiful form. See, they switch to the 2-3 here.
Yep. Dingman from way downtown, from in front of the cheerleaders, and he knocks it down.
You go to the 2-3, there's going to be some spaces where you're going to get some spots. James found it. There's my boy Alexi.
On the double team, may have been some contact on the arm, but did a nice job hiding it. Arlington with the steal. Arlington with their largest lead of the game, 21-13. Dingman on the kick-out pass. Simon Miller for 3, no. Jabari fighting for it.
Good hustle.
And they're going to get him this time for a holding foul.
You know, that's a really good foul because it slows down the break. Winchester was off to the races. Jabari can use a couple of fouls. It's, you know, if he gets 2 or 3, big deal. But he's out there for a defensive specialist. I think that's a great foul by him.
Simon Miller out of the Arlington lineup. Jack Zambardino back in.
One of the things you mentioned a couple of weeks ago, too, is they always let this guy in the way back.
It's the deep guy.
The deep guy. They got to get on him.
Now Charkafflian took it into the traffic. Good defense there by Jonas Burrell. Ball knocked out of bounds off Arlington.
You have Burrell playing D on one of the best players in the Middlesex League, and he comes off the bench playing tough D like that. Man, what an asset that is.
We played 10 minutes. Charkafflian held to just 2 points so far. A nice power move there by O'Callahan.
Yeah, he's a good athlete, good player.
Arlington leads at 21-15. The clock's a little bit behind. You have 5:20. It's about 10 seconds off right now. That's what you see on your screen. James is going to try another one.
You might want to cover him. James is feeling it. He knew it was a big game.
And I'll tell you, someone has 17 points with only 11 minutes played in a high school basketball game. That's a lot of points, man. Now the ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Winchester. Arlington ball. The defense causes another turnover.
But I love when you see the 2-3 zone, he recognizes the 2-3 zone. He gets his feet set and he lets it go, and he's got a beautiful stroke from there.
Harrison Burbine back into the Sachem lineup. Yeah, if he's going to be this hot, Winchester's going to really...
If you want to play a zone, you better play like a box and one.
Oh, great inside move by Jabari Williams. Up and under, he lays it up and in.
Yeah, we saw Jabari get to the hoop a couple of times and was snake bit. Like you said, he missed a couple of easy ones, but he can get to the rim.
Spy Pond is by 11, their largest lead of the game.
Good for confidence for Jabari, too.
Ooh, Jabari may have gone away with a little blocking foul there. Now he gets a little poke check in, and now going to call a foul. Or is it out of bounds?
Wow. Oh.
Out of bounds, I believe.
Yeah.
Last touch by Winchester.
I don't think Winchester coach like that. I'm not 100% sure on that call. I'll take it every day.
We'll take everyone every once in a while.
They all even out, Don.
Yeah, sure do.
All right, let's get the ball to James here and let him go.
Now a kicking violation will be called, so the shot clock will remain at 25 seconds. If it goes below 15, they reset it to 15. Anything above 15 stays at what it was at the time of the violation.
So Winchester's in the 2-3. James is going nuts. Let's get him the ball. So they're gonna hedge out on him a little bit. They're not gonna just let him have free reign.
And Arlington uses Alexi on the high post at the foul line.
And he's really good facilitator.
Yes,
there.
he is.
Oh,
10 on the shot clock.
I thought James was gonna jack that one.
No, nothing there, not yet.
Oh, I wanted it.
Inside to Alexi. He's going to throw it up. Blocked by Sarang. Dingman's loose there for the loose change. Missed the three. Not by much. Ball knocked out of bounds. Should be and is Winchester ball. Wow. You know, from up here, I thought it was clearly Winchester ball, but the reactions of the Arlington players may have indicated otherwise.
I think it was a good call.
Sure was. From up here, anyway.
Here's someone else. I saw this kid warming up. He was jacking threes.
Evan Wilson, number 24.
Yeah, he can let it fly.
He's a freshman.
Yeah, watch him. He'll get his feet set in the corner. He probably won't move around a lot, but if he gets the ball, he's letting that thing fly.
Arlington, again, done a nice job on Charkafflian so far. Still held to just 2 points.
Right.
There he is.
It's an offense. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
hey,
no.
There's a 14-year-old coming off. He's in the game for 3 seconds and lets it fly. I like his confidence.
Yep. Yeah, kind of a young lineup for the Sachems as the ball is thrown out of bounds by Arlington. It'll be Winchester ball. Now I think we're going to have a timeout called by Winchester, I believe.
Yeah, you know 24 when he comes off the bench. He gets in the game, he gets his feet set, he gets the ball, he lets it fly. That kid can shoot.
Yeah, good I don't for care him that as a freshman.
Yeah, I don't care if he missed that first one. You got to be careful. That kid can shoot. I don't want to play him in horse.
First time out of the game called by either team. Arlington leads at 26-15. And again, it's, you know, they've done well offensively, I think, as well, Tim. But again, it's the defense for the Ponders.
Absolutely,
really impressive.
that's their calling card. Hey, Don, you know I love being up here and I like joking around and calling the games. But I want to say one thing serious. Winchester high school basketball lost the greatest legend in Winchester high school basketball this year. Bob Bigelow passed away.
Oh, yes.
And he was not only was he a great player, he was a great person, he was a great influence on anyone. As you know, I played basketball for Winchester High. He was a great influence on all of us. He helped us all out. Played in the NBA for 5 years. Played for University of Pennsylvania, and as like I said, he passed away recently. And greatest Middlesex League player of all time, Bob Bigelow. Loved you, and shout out to Bob.
Our condolences to Bob Bigelow and his family and the whole Winchester basketball community. I know he's very much involved in youth basketball.
Oh my goodness, he taught everyone for several decades how to play and how to respect the game.
Well, let's see what they do on this one. We discussed about what players can do on loose balls. That time, Burrell and Sarong tied up. They determined all the action to be legal, and on the alternate possession, it should be Winchester ball because Arlington got it to start the second quarter. And I think they might be talking about the shot clock. If Winchester retained possession, the shot clock should not have been reset. And so they're going to have to go back and figure out what was left, and they determined that there would be 30 seconds on the shot clock. Sounds like a lot. Didn't Winchester have the ball for a little? They brought the ball up court from the backcourt, right? There was no change of possession ever for Arlington. We had the held ball, staying with the same team. I think the officials are going to try to determine if there's less time. Sometimes those shot clocks have a last button on them. I think their officials are just going with the best knowledge that they have, and so it will be 30 seconds on the shot clock.
Coach Woods is trying to get into that conversation as well. Winchester has good underneath, under the basket plays.
Little left-handed flip shot there, no good by Dawson English. Now ball's knocked out of bounds, Winchester ball. So it'll be a full 35 on the shot clock for the Sachems after the missed shot.
Winchester's been putting up tons of points this year, and for Arlington to slow them down the way they have with their defense is very impressive so far in the game.
Under 3 minutes remaining, first half, three-point shot from the corner is good.
Really good shooter there.
That looks like number 21, Will Meyer. Oh, no, that's 31. Casey. Yeah, Casey's wearing number 31, yeah. Alex Casey with the three. He now has 5 points.
He can really fire. See, that's got to be a bounce pass there. If you're going to pass into the middle of a zone with all those big arms and long arms there, you got to have a bounce pass.
Ooh, maybe going to hit a piece of his arm. And apparently James Digman did count the basket. And Alex Casey will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
You're really their second best scorer there, Casey. He can really get going, and you don't want to get him going.
Well, he's on their roster as number 2, but I'm sure the Arlington team knows who he is.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
He's a senior. He's the captain.
He's been around.
So, yeah, they probably quickly figured out he's not wearing number 2. Now there's more discussion here. If the ball went in, foul is on Dingman, his first. Second on the team. Winchester has yet to commit a second quarter team foul. And Casey completes the three-point play. Casey now with 8 of Winchester's 21. And the Spy Ponders have seen their lead kind of halved here. I think it was as high as 11. It's down to 5. It was a quick 6-point run by the Sachems.
Yeah, the 2-3 zones help them. Quick foul on Parker. I think when you have to recognize, okay, they've switched the 2-3 zone. You can't have James running around out here passing the ball. You got to get James in a scoring position, whether it's on the foul line or the wing. Reverse the ball to him. Let him do his thing.
Yeah, well, it seems like Coach Woods is being true to his form of years past. Here's Jabari Williams down low, and no basket. He's called for traveling.
That's a good call.
But you have Nico Trapotsis and Peter Clardy missing a significant amount of this half, and they're a significant amount of Arlington's scoring.
And the facilitating. Peter gets the ball.
Right.
Nico and Alexi really plays tough defense, hits the open shot, covers one of their toughest. Oh my goodness.
That's a travel.
There's some ice on the court.
Yep.
I mean, I know the Euro step, but you got to at some point dribble the basketball. All right, let's work one round, get a good one here. They're cheating a little bit towards James in the corner there.
So back-to-back traveling violations committed by both teams. Arlington ball.
There
James, a very far three, short. Good rebound by Charkaflian.
Yeah, sometimes if he doesn't get the ball in scoring position, then when he does get it, he forces it, so it has to be a more constant than just here and there.
Under a minute and a half remaining, second quarter.
Nice
Ponders
move.
up by 5. Little spin move into the paint, no good. There's Sarpong for the rebound, and a holding foul committed against Arlington. Let's see who gets that one.
Well, once a good hustle by Williams. I mean, he's given up a half a foot, and he's up there playing tough defense and defensive rebounding, trying to box out.
Jabari Williams picks up that foul, his second.
Travel.
Sarpong will be called for traveling.
Good defense by James Digman.
So coach never likes it when he looks up at the scoreboard and on his home court and sees home fouls for away foul 0, but from an official standpoint, sometimes that's just the way it is. But kind of, although Winchester is sitting in the zone, but kind of hard to figure that they haven't committed not one foul with a minute to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Digman got good defensive reps in the Shawsheen scrimmage. He was covering their big guy, big 6'7", 6'8" kid. I think his last name is Breen. Really good player.
For 3, back rim, no, and here comes Winchester the other way. Coast to coast, difficult shot, no. Dingman knocked it out of bounds. It will be Winchester ball. That looked like it could have been a foul as Dawson English went in for the layup. No call there.
Refs are letting them play, but super consistent. It's not like that they're calling tic-tac fouls and then letting things go. It seems like they're letting the guys play, getting this game moving.
Coach Jack Woods will take a timeout. He takes his first timeout. It's under a minute to go. When they have a timeout here, they reset the game clock to show the time of the timeout. So I'm not sure exactly how much time. Oh, here we go, 39 seconds.
Yeah, so during the Shawsheen scrimmage, they had James Digman covering their big center, 6'8", 6'7" kid. And, you know, James is more of a wing player, but it gives him the experience to, in the Middlesex League, you're going to see the big kid here from Winchester, but Watertown has a 6'10" player as well, very good player, Canty. And so James is going to have some experience, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of the reasons they scheduled Shawsheen was to see one of these players that they had.
Right.
And, you know, at 6'3" and a little bit of change, James is used to playing against these bigger players and gets good position on them. And I think the Shawsheen scrimmage is going to bode well for them defensively throughout the year because they're going to see a couple of these big kids in the Middlesex League.
Yeah, I'd be curious about the, talent of the big guys too, because Sarpong has some talent, but he's not really anybody that you have to worry about too much offensively, at least so far tonight.
Yeah, you're going to hit the defensive glass and offensive glass. That's where you have to worry about guys like that.
Because you're right, that could be a weakness for Arlington, who looked like Burrell got a hold of it, but they're going to call a held ball on the ball. Jonas Burrell, great defense. And on the alternating possession rule, it will be Arlington ball. And Tim, with 35.1 seconds to go and a 35-second shot clock, Arlington can and probably should hold for a final shot.
Working around and get James something with about 5 seconds left. Whatever he can come up with is good by me.
James and Alexia played the entire first half of the Ponders.
Yeah, Alexi probably hasn't even broke a sweat. What a great athlete he is.
There we go. Well, Winchester can afford to be aggressive because they have 0 team fouls. Callahan picks that foul up, his first on the team. And now an interesting choice here is Coach Woods is going to go against his philosophy a little bit with 13.3 seconds to go. Peter Clarity and Nico Trapotsis will both check back in for this final possession. Of course, both those players have to be really careful.
You know what? Coach told both of them, do not touch anybody.
Yeah.
You know that.
Winchester stays in that extended 2-3 zone. Clarity into the paint. Kicks it back out to Jack Zambardino. 3 seconds to go. They're going to get a shot off. Nico, no.
Goodness. A lot of body on that.
Yeah,
holy cow, look at Coach Woods.
Looked like the official had started to raise his arm as if he was going to call a foul, put it back down, determined that the block was legal, no foul, and that's the way the first half will end.
Wow.
So Arlington gets outscored in that second quarter a little bit. They were, well, actually, no, even. 11-11 in the second quarter. Arlington led by 5 at the end of the first quarter, and they will take a 5-point lead into the half.
Really good half so far. Both teams playing really good defense, and as you can see, because both these guys are high-scoring teams, Arlington's defense is obviously superior, but Winchester, you got to be careful because they're going to go on a run, and the other thing is, they're a really good player, has what, 2 or 4 points? Mm-hmm. You know he's not going to end the game with a couple of points.
Right.
This kid's going to go on a run, and so they got to be careful on that. But really good half so far.
The score at the end of the first half, Arlington 26, Winchester 21. Tim and I will be back with the second half action. And getting ready for second half action from the Doc Cone Gymnasium here on the campus of the old Waltham High School, Arlington's home away from home this season. Don Phelan along with Tim Hoffman, Jeff Monroe and Miles Donato are our producers, and Meredith Lamont is our camera person. And Tim, a good first half of the Spy Ponders. Their lead kind of got shortened a little bit there at the end of the quarter. They led by 11 when it was 26-15. Winchester closes on a 6-0 run. You mentioned that this Winchester team is capable of spurts, and so Arlington has to be careful of that in the second half.
Yeah, and if you do get a spurt and you're on the back end of it, you just have to realize that you can have one too. So you just can't get down and out. If they put up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points in a row, they just have to do what they do, which is their defense, moving the ball around, and get Digman some good shots.
Yeah, I think Arlington will be bolstered in the second half with the return of Nico Trapotsis and Peter Clardy, both of who sat out significant amount of time in that first half due to foul trouble. Now, right off the bat, a steal. Zambardi got a hand on that and was able to deflect it to Clardy, I believe. Now, Dingman back up and in, count the basket. James Digman will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
That all starts by Lexi Trapotsis playing incredible defense, getting in the passing lane, passing the ball. He's so disruptive to the other team defensively, and that helps your offense so much. I tried to say I'm only going to tell everyone how good Alexi is on defense 20 times per game. I'm trying to say per game. Yeah.
Dingman completes the three-point play. He has 20 of Arlington's 29 points thus far. He kind of cooled off at the end of that second quarter. He had 17 with about 5 minutes to go in the second, and that's what he ended up with, was those 17. Now a nice backdoor cut by Winchester and laying it up and in.
Winchester has really good spacing. They isolate someone on the one wing. They come up to the ball. If they're overplayed, they go backdoor with no one else in their way. Really good spacing.
Dawson English with the layup. 29-23 Ponders, 7:17 to go, third quarter. Of course, remember now in high school boys basketball, I think all high school basketball, play 4 8-minute quarters. Used to be 2 16-minute halves. Clardy in the lane, pull-up jump shot around the rim and out. Sarong with the rebound for the Sachems.
Yeah, what a very underrated aspect of offense is spacing. You don't want everyone right on top of each other. If you get some spacing, athletes can do what they do.
Here's Char Kathleen. He was limited to just 2 first-half points, one of Winchester's leading scorers. Sarong breaks free and
great
Dingman
defense
blocks
by
it from
James.
behind. Clardy back the other way, pulls it back out. Arlington will reset the offense. Nico Trapotsis for 3, no. Sarong with the rebound for Winchester. Steal by Alexi Trapotsis.
I'm not going to say anything.
Clardy in the lane, spins. Arlington resets Dingman for a long 3. Boom!
Oh, James. A great defense play. I'm sorry I spoke over you last time on that defensive play. But, man, you know James Dingman for his offense, but all of a sudden he comes up with this huge defensive play. I just went nuts.
You know, he had a similar one in the first game, Tim, and I talked to veteran official Dan Murphy after the game. He said he missed that call, that it was actually a clean block by James, actually called a foul on him, and he said he apologized to James and Coach Woods because he just got excited in the play and called a foul, and he thought about it and didn't think maybe it was a foul. So nice job by by Ref Murphy there, admitting a mistake. Jack Zambardino, boom, for 3.
So huge if you get some of these other guys hitting some threes, open up the offense.
And a run here by the Spy Ponders. There's a little faking while being fouled there, perhaps.
Did you get a flopping penalty?
There's a new rule change on that. I'll tell you, we'll talk about it more later. Ooh, almost a traveling violation. Spy Ponders with a run here. They lead it by 12, their largest lead of the game. 3-point shot is good by Alex Casey. He squashes the Arlington run there and gets the lead back down to 9 for the Ponders.
That was a 4-pointer, Don. That kid was downtown. He can really let it fly. He's a good shooter and has really good confidence too. He knows that thing's going in.
Looking like straight man-to-man now for the Sachems. They get James in the corner. He was bottled up, and after he lost the ball, he will be called for a foul as well.
Yeah, when Peter throws that ball in the corner, you should go opposite instead of going towards James, because all he's doing is bringing his defender towards James, and that's the last thing he needs is another defender on him, because they're already shading him a little bit. You got to pass and go away.
And it looks like
You know what? They're just saying, and I don't really like this, but they're saying that 31, who's a really good shooter there, that he's just being too flamboyant after he scores, and he's pointing to his buddies up in the stands. But you know what? There's some energy and he's not doing anything disrespectful to the other team, and he's going to hit this one too.
See if it's another three. He does. No celebration on that one, but a successful three-pointer nonetheless. Casey starting to get hot. He has 14. Maybe he's the scorer we should be watching out for, and not Charkaflian.
Absolutely. He's got really good form, and he's got some good confidence, too.
Got approximately half of their points. He has 14 of their 29.
He's got a beautiful shot. The rotation is great. The follow-through is great. The arc is great. And he gets his feet set. He's squared to the basket. He's a really good shooter.
And those back-to-back threes cut Arlington's lead in half. 35-29. Ponders led it by 12. Now lead it by 6. Three-point shot for the corner there. No. And leaking ahead is Casey. He draws a little contact and lays it in. Oh, boy. It's the Alex Casey show here in the third quarter for the Sachems.
Yeah, defense rebound, one dribble, huge outlet pass, take it to the rack.
35-31, halfway through the third quarter. Big run here by the Sachems, 8 straight. Zambardino got double teamed, lost it. Winchester had a player ahead of the pack. It's Charkaflian. Dingman goes for the block and commits the foul.
There's a good effort. There's 80% body, a little bit of ball.
Yeah, but that's 3 on James. That's significant here.
I'd let him score.
3:53.
At that point, you don't even contest it. I mean, the kid's going in there, one of their better players, for a rebound. You don't.
James is going to have to come out of the lineup. Jonas Burrell is going to check in. First free throw is good by Charkaflian. So if I'm Winchester, I'm pretty pleased with what's going on right now. They've run off 9 straight points. James Dingman picked up his 3rd foul. So Dingman did not come out of the lineup, actually. Jack Zambardino did. That's who Jonas Burrell replaced. And all of a sudden, it's just a 2-point lead.
You almost, at this point, you have to go with who you brought. And you brought James Dingman. He's got to stay in if there's any hope for this game. And so they're going to ride him for all they can.
He's an aggressive player. He's going to have to be careful.
Absolutely.
Still have almost 12 minutes left in this game. Oh, great
nice pass.
Yeah, great bounce pass there. 12 on the shot clock. A little deflection there by Winchester. No backcourt violation. Now the steal by Winchester. So they're kind of giving Arlington a little taste of their own medicine. I wonder if Coach Woods might think about a timeout here as number 20, Harrison Burbine, scores and ties the game at 35.
You know, the difference between the Winchester's aggressive defense and Arlington's, Winchester's super aggressive in the half court.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Dingman goes into the paint, loses control, ball's tied up. Held ball situation on the alternating possession rule. It will be Arlington ball.
Winchester's really good at getting in the passing lane, especially in the half court here. These the longer passes that Arlington is making in their half court offense, they're getting picked off.
12 straight Sachem points has tied this game at 35 with exactly 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Arlington needs some offense. See if Nico can provide it, and he does.
Excellent, good pass. Alexi to Nico. Sure that happened in the backyard a few times.
Nico Trapotsis with his first points of the game. Ooh, looked like the Winchester player might have used his foot there to guide the ball. That was that Burrell on the block? And now a blocking foul will be committed by Charkaflian.
Yeah, Burrell got all ball, and
on
then James
Sarong.
Came in and cleaned it off.
Yeah, I think it was on Sarong. So Jonas Burrell goes in there on the tall guy and blocks the shot.
Yeah, Sarong's got to keep the ball up high. I mean, he's probably, 6'7", 6'8", maybe. Yep. And he's bringing the ball down with the other team. You got to bring that up to at least your shoulders.
Sarong talking to the official about a possible foul there, but it looked like a pretty good defensive play by Jonas. And like you said, that's on him for bringing the ball down there where the little smaller guys can get at it.
Yeah, and no one can complain about contact here because both teams are pushing, and the refs have done a really good job of letting them play, not being ticky-tack fouls.
7 on the shot clock. Nico pull-up jump shot is good.
2 huge mid-range jumpers by Nico. Those are really big shots. They sort of stopped the bleeding, Don.
Absolutely stopped the bleeding. Game was tied. Now Arlington leads by 4 under 2 minutes remaining third quarter. Oh, now it looks like Burrell has that was a horse collar tackle almost. Jonas picks up the foul, his first.
Yeah, Burrell's an aggressive kid. I really like the way he comes in and gives him some energy off the bench. He'll shoot the ball, but he'll also D you up like nobody's business.
Each team with 3 third-quarter team fouls. Each team now with 1 to give before the bonus situation would apply. Minute 45 to go in third. Now, if he hits that one, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Yeah. You can't give him any room.
I don't know where Alex Casey was with these long shots in the first half, but he has hit, I believe, 3 or 4 third-quarter three-pointers. Arlington leads by 1.
Yeah, if he's in the gym, you got to cover him. I don't care how far out he goes. You just got to be out on him.
Winchester again in the passing lanes. Foul committed by Arlington. It's going to go against Alexi Trapotsis, his first, 4th on the team. Jack Zambardino back into the Arlington lineup, replacing Jonas Burrell. So Arlington now with their starting 5 in the game. It's a 1-point game.
Look at Casey's open on the wing.
Floater there, no good by Bourbon. Oh, no, that was number 20, excuse me. Yeah, that's Bourbon, number 20. Dingman for 3.
Nice, that's a big shot. Great pass, too, by Nico. He had the big guy on him, too.
Now a little double team here.
Oh, nice. Deflection. You get the Trapotsis double team. I'm not sure what the call was, but I like it.
Just out of bounds.
Yeah.
Last touch by Winchester. Arlington ball. Exactly 1 minute now remaining in the third quarter. Ponders by 4. Winchester still with a foul to give. Arlington at the limit. Long 3 for Dingman. No.
A little quick on that. Got to get his feet set a little bit. He probably had another half second to jack that.
Casey with the rebound. Here's Burbine into the paint on Dingman.
Good D.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Winchester. Arlington ball. Yeah, good contest there by James Dingman. Again, he has to be careful. He has 3 fouls. That would have been horrible if he picked up a 4th foul there.
Yeah, he was really good getting his hands up, used his body, but didn't reach in.
Yeah, he often goes for that two-arm extension block that he's kind of made famous here in the first couple home games of the season.
See the Shaden Dingman, they got the 2-3, but they know where James is at all times.
Arlington looking like they're going to hold for the final shot. There's only about a 1/10 differential between the 2 clocks, so smart move here by the Ponders. Know that they'll go into the 4th quarter either with a 4-point lead or hopefully better. Now reaching foul committed by Karkathlian. I think that's just his first, but now 4 team fouls. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's the other way around. I read that incorrectly. Winchester now with 5 team fouls, so Peter Clardy will go to the line for 2 shots. I think they put it up there wrong. Yeah, that's a mistake.
These are big. You got to take your time, bend your knees, follow through.
Yeah, each team had 3 team fouls. Arlington committed the foul prior to that, which was their 4th.
Shashafian's a really good player, number 3. But I mentioned this to you last time when it's like when you play pickup, you're like, oh man, I don't want this kid covering me. Alexi's been on him like white on rice.
That's why he's pretty much had a long day at the office.
Yes, it is.
Arlington again holding for that final shot, 5 seconds to go.
Nice shot. Oh, no foul.
3-point shot there at the buzzer by Jack Zambardino around the rim and out. No luck there. But that's the end of the third quarter.
And that's a good shot. They got a wide open shot, a little bit long, but still a good form. They got a good shot off.
So that quarter, Arlington was outscored by 1 point. They lead it by 4 entering the 4th quarter. They were outscored 17-16. And of course, the person mostly responsible for that was Alex Casey, the senior captain of the Sachems, who pumped in 3 3-pointers in that quarter. 42-38 Arlington. Been a fast-paced and quickly moving game. The Spy Ponders look to improve their record to 3-0. Winchester looking to improve to 2-0. Both teams have wins over Wilmington. That was Winchester's only game of the season.
Super good quarter there by Winchester. I mean, you could see why they're such a good team with their combination of offense and defense. and they really picked up the pace a little bit. And man, Casey can really fire, and you get someone that's not that he's open. I mean, he's 24 feet from the hoop, so you can't cover him everywhere. But he's a really good shooter, and that really opened up their offense.
So a quick editorial note as we head into the fourth quarter. I apologize to everybody at home. For years, I've always known Winchester as the Sachems, but apparently their team name is now the Red and Black. So my apologies to anybody who took offense to that, and certainly just an honest mistake on my part. So now we're back with the Spy Ponders and the Red and Black. A three-pointer there by Trapotsis is no good. Rebound fought for. Winchester comes away with it. Casey drives, kicks it back out. Winchester moves it around nicely. Here's Charkaflian with a tricky dribble. 4 points so far for Jack. Three-point shot. Good. Oh my goodness.
He's more concerned about stepping out of bounds than he is getting close to the line. I mean, he was basically sitting in the first row there.
Three-pointer for Alex. Casey cuts Arlington's lead down to 1.
What a good shooter he is.
Yeah, the second half, totally different player. Zambardino answers with a 3.
Wow, big shot by Zambardino. Holy cow, they needed that.
Jack now with 8 points. Arlington lead back up to 4. 1 minute played. Fourth quarter. 45-41 Ponders.
And I apologize as well. I grew up in Winchester. I played for Winchester, graduated in '83, and I was used to using their old nickname. I will be very careful and make sure I refer to them in Red and Black, and I do apologize as well.
Yeah, I'm going to try my best.
Yeah, 1983 alumni here, and just muscle memory, and I do apologize.
I wonder how long ago they switched to that. I'm curious.
It's been a while.
Oh, it has?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
It's my fault. There you go, James.
On a cut underneath. Clardy with a very difficult reverse layup. Puts it up and in, and the Ponders lead by 6.
Big hoop by Peter, but really nice pass by James. Bounce pass, got it inside on the big guy. Tough D right here, huh?
It might be an offensive foul. Let's see. No, blocking foul committed by Nico Trapotsis. That will be his 3rd.
But you know, even though it's a blocking foul, it's good that Deco's there. He makes the really good player run into him, gets a little contact. That's going to help.
I don't know, they're over at the scorer's table now. They're in the wrong spots. I don't know why they're in the reverse referee position, but there might be a reason for that, mechanic-wise. Number 20, Harrison Burbine, back into the Red and Black lineup, and he replaces Dawson English.
Hey, you know what the good news is, Don, even though we got complaints on the thing, someone's watching the darn game.
There you go. 47,
so the power's on.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good sign. 47-42 Ponders, 6:02 to go. Now a reach-in foul will be called against Charkaflian. So now starting to get a little bit of those reach-in fouls here in the fourth quarter.
What do you think Winchester would do if you put James on the foul line? Do you think they would just collapse on him, or would he have a little bit of space? Man.
Zambardino again for 3.
Well, he's really, really fired up today.
Wow, what a clutch fourth quarter so far for Jack Zambardino.
Big shots.
Once tied in this game, they now lead it again by 8. And Arlington's never trailed in this game. Here's Casey. I think I like him better as a spot-up three-point shooter versus driving.
Yeah, I think Arlington will let him.
Right here.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. Oh, boy. He's in the stands on that one.
Yeah. And that's a 25 to 26 and a half footer.
That's NBA plus, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, that's
almost from that hawk, the old Waltham hawk on the floor.
Yeah, he's almost sitting on that woman's lap in the front row.
50-45 Ponders. Clardy again on the baseline, kicks it back out.
Nice
to
pass.
Zambardino do it again. Let's pull up jump shot around the rim and out. Sarpong with the rebound for the Red and Black. Good defense there by Jack. Harassing the Winchester player.
Got to expand your defense here. Get out on him.
Timeout called by Winchester. I think this is going to be a long fourth quarter. Both teams have only used one timeout so far in a 5-point game. I think you're going to see both coaches take advantage of those remaining 4, now 3 timeouts for the red and black.
Absolutely. But Arlington, as good as they are in defense, when they fall back a little bit, sometimes you're like, all right, I'm going to let this kid take a 26, 27-footer. And maybe one time you let him, 2 times you make him. But how many has he got? He might have hit 4 or 5 of these things.
I want to say he had 3 in the third quarter, 2 here in the fourth quarter. I would say he has 5 second-half three-pointers.
Yeah, and
maybe 6.
He hasn't defined his range yet. So you have to face guard him at least when he gets over half court, because he's jacking that from downtown, and it's not like he's straining either. He's not chucking it up. He's got nice form. He bends his knees a little bit and lets it go. So he's taken a few of those in the day, and he's made a few of those. So you really got to get out on him, and they're going to look for him because he's so hot.
I mean, a shooter like that, you have to figure he could get like some D3 looks, couldn't he?
Oh,
absolutely.
Like that? Yeah. Absolutely. And no question about it.
Especially the way the game's played now.
Yeah,
at the
just pass
level.
the ball around. You penetrate and you kick it out.
Yeah,
and you
5
penetrate.
out.
Absolutely. 4 out anyway. You get someone that can get to the hoop
right.
and they kick it out. But that, I mean, you shoot like that, you can't teach that. You either can shoot like that or you can't.
4:40 remaining in the game. Arlington holding on to a slim 5-point lead. Here's Casey on the drive. Up and under. No. Dingman got him. And for James, he picks up foul number 4. Coach Woods suggesting to play him to go left. He likes to go right. And that time he was able to create the contact on James Dingman. As I mentioned, his 4th. First free throw around the rim and in.
Okay, and even like a shooter, the way he's shooting tonight, you can actually play at a level higher than your athletic ability allows you to. You might not be able to cover someone, but if you get your feet set and you can hit a 26, 27-footer, there's a place for you to play.
27 now for Alex Casey. There's 1 point more than James Dingman. Dingman has 26 for the Ponders. Arlington now finds their lead just 3 points.
Nice pass.
Nice play there. Ooh, no contact there. Clardy went hard to the hole.
Huge defense, offensive rebound by Alexi. Oh, goodness, you got to come to the ball there.
Ball didn't hit the rim, so no shot clock reset. 10 on the shot clock now. Nico working around. James going to take the drive. Pull up Jay. Back rim, no. Alexi strong for the rebound. He's fouled on the play.
That's 2 offensive rebounds in 1 trip for Alexi. Going up against a 6'7", 6'8" guy. He's 6 feet with long arms, but man, what an athletic and aggressive player he is.
Halfway through the fourth quarter, Zambardino for 3 more. Around the rim and out. James Dingman with a good offensive rebound. Takes a little pull-up reverse jump shot and knocks it down. Difficult shot, James Dingman.
He loves a little fade, too, like a little fadeaway shot.
So it's Dingman and Casey. This is Casey to the hole. Missed the layup. Dingman with the rebound, got put down to the ground, come away with it anyway. Here come the Ponders on the cut. Yeah,
oh, shoot. Too much.
For traveling violation.
Too much. That's when you had to pull it out and let reinforcements come. That's what coach is telling him right there. He's just like, James is in the backcourt. Let's wait for him to get down. All right, Peter, just stay on this guy here.
Arlington with their starting 5 in there right now. Ooh, that's a tough shot.
So you give him that.
Yeah.
So when on the move, that's different. When you're dribbling, you're on the move, you're stepping back, that's different. But when you got your feet set. And the other thing, too, that helps a guy like that is the old concept of help defense. You know, you think that you're going to have to help, and he's wide open. James, he got hit.
He got hit. He'll go to the line for 2. Yeah, it's one thing I've learned from you over the couple of years you've been doing this is you always mention when the players get their feet set. And when Casey has his feet set, he's money. That one, as you mentioned, he was on the move, and that was a very difficult shot. So 2 free throws now for James Dingman, trying to extend the Arlington lead with 3:11 to go in the game. His free throw rolls around and out.
These freebies are going to be big for both teams here. You got to take your time.
Again, the crazy rim, it giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, you almost have to shoot a wee bit short. I know that's tough to.
Yeah, right.
That's tough to do.
1 of 2 for James, and a timeout called by Arlington. Each team now has taken 2 timeouts. Working in Arlington's favor right now, Tim, is Winchester has committed 4 fourth quarter team fouls, so Arlington will be in the bonus. As you mentioned, free throws are going to be key. Arlington will be living at the line for the remainder of the game. Arlington with just 2 fourth quarter team fouls have 2 to give.
Yeah, they're going to have to make their freebies, and the other thing is turnovers right now. From now to the end of the game, whoever has the least amount of turnovers, Arlington's been a little bit susceptible for the cross-court passes in their half court, where Winchester's really good about jumping into the passing lanes. And when they do jump into the passing lanes, they're off to the races and they're scoring. So Arlington really has to take care of the basketball and make sure that they hit their freebies. And I'd like to get James the ball as much as possible in space here for the rest of the game. Even, not necessarily even to shoot, maybe to facilitate, because he's going to draw the defense to him, very similar to how Casey is now drawing the defense to him for the red and black.
Beautiful move into the lane and flipping it up with the left hand, up and in. Dawson English for the basket.
See, that's what Casey does for them, because they can't play help defense on his side, because you have to get out and cover him. Oh, double dribble. Good call.
Double dribble called.
Yeah, that's a good call. James didn't like it, but I think that it was a good call. Sorry, James.
Little floater in the lane, rolls around and in. And all of a sudden, number 25, Dawson English, comes to life for the red and black with 4 consecutive points, and now Arlington finds themselves only up by 2.
Yeah, Winchester's deeper than you think. They just started slow. You know, it's this Friday. They went to school all day. They come over here, snow, they get started. But these guys, they're a deep team. I mean, they have kids coming off the bench that are taking it to the hoop in big-time situations. This is a good, deep team.
And a timeout called by Arlington. Back-to-back turnovers, a double dribble, and then a traveling violation committed by the Ponders. Find themselves in a little bit of trouble here now, only up by 2. Winchester ball, chance to tie or take the lead with a 3.
Yeah, the other thing right now, your defense isn't going to win you the game, because you're going to need to score, because there is no way that Winchester isn't going to put up some points here between now and the end of the game. So you're going to, if you match them, you're good. You have to do a little bit more than that. So you're going to have to be aggressive offensively and continue to be aggressive defensively, which they have been all game.
Taking a look at the upcoming schedule for the Spy Ponders, they'll have a few days off, and then they'll be participating in a holiday tournament at Newton North High School. The first opponent is already determined. They'll play Catholic Memorial, and Catholic Memorial is perennially a good team. And this is what Coach Woods had said. He really stepped up his non-league schedule to make his team tougher and more ready for the tournament. So that'll be a true test there. And if Newton North is in it, they're always a good team. I don't know who the 4th team is in the tournament. So Arlington will play on the 27th and the 28th at Newton North. The first game is at 4 o'clock on the 27th. Next home game for the Spy Ponders will be on January 3rd here at the Doc Cone Gymnasium. Arlington will host Belmont at 6:30.
Yeah, Kathleen
into the basket, lays it up and in, and we're all tied at 53.
Kathleen Moore is going to be tough. Got kids from about 10 different towns.
Yeah, right.
We got kids from 3 different neighborhoods.
53-53 coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the game. Who's going to step up in these final 2 minutes for either team?
I know someone who wants to. Nice pass.
Arlington does a nice job working around. Zambardino for 3, back rim no. Rebound comes back to Jack. Think Arlington should pull this out. Reset the offense, get a good shot. Minute 45 to go. Arlington tied. Clarity on the baseline again. They work it around.
Good passing.
Back inside, work it, kick it back out. Zambardino for 3. It's long. Dingman with the rebound, puts it up. No, but he's fouled on the play.
All right, this is one that James got to take his time. Follow through, get a little arc on it. You got the weird rim here.
Minute 33 to go. We're tied at 53. James Digman at the line for 2. Winchester over the limit. Dingman looking for point number 30 on the evening. And he has it.
There you go. Yeah, I knew James was going to go off a little bit tonight, because he was fired up to play against this good Winchester team.
Leading scorer for Winchester, Alex Casey with 27. James Digman out-dueling him so far with 30. Hopefully make it 31. And Arlington leads by 2. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. What a game.
Awesome game.
Ooh, nice dribbling there by Charkafley. Now takes a tough pull-up jump shot and hits. Wow.
Yeah, you knew he wasn't going to be quiet too much longer.
Jack Charkafley, a huge couple of baskets back-to-back for the red and black, and we're tied again at 55. Wow. Winchester goes for the steal, does not come up with it. Clardy running that baseline. Zambardino in trouble. Let's see if coach calls timeout to get him out of that trouble. Dingman's getting harassed. Ball on the ground. Winchester comes up with it. 52 seconds to go. Here comes Casey. Clardy goes for the steal. Casey with the up and under. No. Rebound to Sarpong. And now Winchester can kind of pull out and play some clock here. Charkafley tried to get the pass.
Great defense by James.
And James Dingman knocks it away. Here's Peter Clardy head of the pack. Peter Clardy lays it up and in. Count the basket. Peter Clardy will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
That's a great take by Peter. He got the biggest kid in the league on him, and he took it right to the rack.
What a sequence there for the Ponders. It looked like Charkafley had a nice little shot there, but I think he tried to go for the lob pass to Sarpong, and James Dingman knocked it away. Fast break Ponders, they take the lead.
Really good D by James down there.
Peter Clardy tried to complete the three-point play, comes up short, but here's Saposis with the offensive rebound. Now Arlington can pull it out and work some clock. There's only about a 2-second differential between the clocks. Winchester should foul. Here's Dingman in the corner. He's trapped. Arlington might have to use a timeout if they see a player getting trapped like that. I can't believe Winchester's not fouling. Arlington, keep working it around. Keep this 2-point lead. I think the Coach Fleming is asking for his team to foul.
Nice.
Oh, and
foul.
now a little. And before the contact, timeout called by Arlington.
Oh, Winchester was looking for an offensive foul. I mean, James was getting mugged over there.
He was, and then the Winchester play gave the little flopping thing. And again, we haven't had a real good chance to talk about that, but now that is a violation that can be called. There's a warning first, and then after that, any subsequent violation results in 2 free throws in the ball for the offended team.
Tell us about the shot clock right now, Don. What goes on here?
We got Winchester has to foul, right? I mean, there's 0.9 of a second difference between the two clocks. Foul was not called in that play. In that case, it would have been a reset on the shot clock, but they said that Arlington called the timeout before any of that contact occurred. So Arlington's going to have a tough time getting this ball in bounds. Winchester's going to be super aggressive, obviously, and then they have to immediately go for the foul to try to extend this game.
Because theoretically, Arlington could just pass the ball around and then say, okay, here's 0.9 seconds.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Good bon chance.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, the little French there, Don.
Okay.
You know, that's where I got the Euro step from.
I was a Latin scholar, so I don't know many French. I don't know any Spanish.
That's why I
went the Latin route.
That's why I could take 3 steps taking it to the hoop.
A lot of good that Latin route's doing me now. 2024. So as we mentioned, 14.9 seconds to go. Arlington up by 2. Winchester is over the limit, so any foul committed by Winchester will result in 2 free throws for the Ponders.
I like Arlington getting the ball in the backcourt here, if they could do this.
Yeah, they should try to get back there. They get a full 10 seconds back there if they need to. There they go. They could waste a little bit of time. They don't foul yet. They still haven't fouled. They still haven't fouled, and now they do. So 4.7 seconds went off before Winchester commits the foul.
Good play by Coach Woods. He knows get it use the whole court. Even though you're in the half court, you have the rule where you can get it in the back court.
Yep.
Get your best player the ball. Always 20 seconds left in a close game. You want your best player to have the ball.
So James Dingman at the line. Of course, we'd love him to make 1 to make it a 3-point game, but if he can make 2, it would make things a lot more comfortable for the Ponders.
Take your time and follow through.
Short. Carson Sarpong back into the Winchester lineup. I'm sure Coach Fleming will take an immediate timeout should his team get this rebound.
Alexi's going to pick up full.
Arlington still has 2 fouls to give, so they can afford to be super aggressive. That might be short too. It is. Rebound fought for. Here comes Winchester with a chance to win the game. To the basket. Up and in, tying the game. 1 second to go. Shoot it. Nico throws it up, no good. But it was number 25, Dawson English, who has had an excellent 4th quarter. Winchester did not take the timeout. They went coast to coast. Dawson English banked it in. We're tied at 57, and we'll go to overtime.
Yeah, James was bumming that he missed both of those, but they need him here. So he's just got to shake that off and do what he does. He's got, what, 31 points? Pop in a few more, and let's get a W here.
We haven't had many overtimes over the years, but they play 25% of a quarter, so that's 25% of a half, excuse me. So that'll be a 4-minute period. Each team gets 1 additional timeout. I believe Arlington has used 4, so they'll have 2 timeouts.
So they carry over?
You carry over, plus you get 1 more. Winchester has used just 2, I believe, so they have a boatload of timeouts remaining. And it will be a jump ball to start the overtime, and then the alternating possession rule will take effect. Teams go in the same direction.
Remember the old days they used to have the sudden death? You jump ball and use the first person to score.
Really?
Maybe that was just CYO.
Yeah, maybe.
Because someone else needed the gym.
So Arlington will have their starting 5 in there. James Digman, number 33. Jack Zambardino, number 10. Alexei Trapotsis, number 5. Nico Trapotsis, number 22. Peter Clarity, number 0. I think Winchester has their first 5 in there as well. Actually, no, number 20, Harrison Bourbon in there instead of one of their starters. And tip is controlled by the red and black.
Lexi's on him. Good D. Ooh, little sidestep there, I was going to say. That's caused by the defensive pressure on the wing by Arlington. They throw a long pass. It was a good catch, but he had to shuffle his feet before he got set.
So Winchester comes up empty in the first possession of the overtime period, and Arlington out with their first possession. 2-3 zone.
The middle's going to be wide open. Alexei's going to be able to dictate where he gets.
There's Alexei, a little floater, and he scores.
Yeah, big one. Probably his first hoop of the game with about 7 steals, 10 deflections, probably about 10 rebounds, and he makes a big bucket.
He's been living in that area right there along the foul line, and he's been distributing from that spot, but that time he turned, he saw nobody on him, and he flipped it up and in. With Peter Clarity running the baseline for Arlington the majority of the time against that 2-3 zone. Now here's Casey to the hole, and he is fouled on the play. Peter Clarity called for the foul, his third on the team.
You know, Don, I'd like to comment on his Arlington brought some fans today, and I'm really psyched to see these guys come out on a snow night, Friday night.
Right.
I see some of the football players, some of the hockey players up there. Keep coming to the games, guys. It's really good to cheer on your teammates and your classmates. They go to your games, come to their games, and it's a great atmosphere for high school basketball here. Great gym and a really good team to see this year.
Alex Casey missed the first free throw. He hits the second. Up to 28 points for the senior captain. Arlington with a 1-point lead, 3 minutes to go. There's Clarity on the baseline. Dingman, deep 3. Long. Winchester with the rebound. Winchester with a chance to take their first lead of the game. They've tied it a few times, have never led. And Charkathlian will go to the hole strong. Dingman challenged, dangerous challenge there by James with the 4 fouls. Loose ball fought for. Casey, tough shot there. Again, I don't know if he had the feet set that time, but putting it back up and in. Again, it's Dawson English. He has had, I believe, 8 points in the fourth quarter and the overtime, and the red and black take the lead. 60-59, coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the overtime. Zambardino for 3, that's going to be right.
Just the fact that he took it gives him a lot of man.
With the rebound. Winchester with a chance to extend their lead.
Big stop here.
Casey to the basket. Missed it. It was challenged by Dingman. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Winchester. It will be Arlington ball.
Yeah, the last 2 defensive plays by Dingman were really good because they're close, because he's playing aggressive even with the 4 fouls. Not this trip, but the last trip, there was a little bit of contact there as well. So it's good that they're letting him go a little bit.
Chance for the Spy Ponies to take a lead. Dingman for 3, I don't think so. Oh, what a great rebound by Zambardino. Let's see who the foul's on. It's oh.
It looked like both of these guys had had the ball. Coach Woods doesn't like that. I don't like that.
Well, the official pointed to the down spot, which usually indicates it's a foul on that end, and now he has the foul on Jack Zambardino. So now Arlington is at the limit. We'll be shooting free throws both ways for the duration of the game. Tough break for the Ponders there.
Yeah, that was a tough call.
I thought the call was staying that way. Chuck Kathleen into the paint, puts it in off the window.
He's really good when he gets in the air. He can control his body, and you can tell he's a really good player. He's having a little bit of an off night tonight.
Coach Woods needs to be careful. He's barking in the air, that official. He's told him that's enough. You don't want a tee here now. It's still a ball game. You're only down by 3.
No way they're going to call a tee on him now. He's going to have to say something awful.
Oh, step back 3
Money!
by James Digman. Boom!
That's a big-time shot right there by James Digman. He steps back and knocks down the 3.
And we're tied at 62 with a minute to go in the game. Wow.
That's when you want your best player to step up in big-time shot right there.
Good defense now by the Ponders. Backdoor cut by Chuck Kathleen. Takes a pull-up jump shot. No, that's got to be a foul on Sarpong. Or are they just going to call out of bounds? Let's see. I can't see if I'm up here. It is a foul.
Yeah, so Nico had really, really good position there. He had him boxed out. He's given up maybe a foot, but he had him boxed out, and he went over his back. He was like in his backpack, and a great defensive position for rebounding there by Nico.
And Carson Sarpong picked up that foul. I didn't think he was in any foul trouble. I haven't really been doing a great job charting the Winchester fouls, but I believe that was his 5th foul. He has fouled out of this game, and that's a break for the Ponders.
What a shame.
And it looks like number 10, Craig O'Callahan, replaces him in the lineup. Big free throws here for Nico Trapotsis.
O'Callahan's a good player, too, so they keep coming at you.
Spy Ponders lead it by 1.
Big shot by Nico. You get the senior, the captain of the football team, a great athlete, great kid, great student. You want him on the line in a situation like this. He's got ice water in his veins.
44.2 seconds remaining. Nico hits them both.
All net.
Timeout I called on the floor. I believe it was Arlington, in which case Arlington will have 1 remaining. Spy Ponders lead it 64-62. We were expecting a good game, and it has, and to be honest with you, and again, silly me in the way the game's played now, when Arlington got up by 12, I thought they were going to pull away with it. And credit Winchester, they hung around the whole game, tied it at the end of regulation, and here we are with 44 seconds to go in the game, and a 2-point lead for the Ponders.
Yeah, in warm-ups, we knew it was going to be a good game. 2 really good teams, the top of the Middlesex League. I'd say the elite of the Middlesex League this year. Obviously, you got to throw in a team like Lexington as well. But these 2 teams are going to, this game and the next time they play, wow, they, as advertised, what a great high school basketball game. Anyone that came here tonight, what a treat. And anyone that's watching, what a great game that these guys have. And they gave it their all. Really good sportsmanship on both teams, both great players. Both teams have great players, and just a great opportunity for Arlington to close it out here.
Yeah, of course, the winner of this game is going to have the leg up on the conference standings, or the league standings, I should say.
Look at Nico just getting right on this kid.
They get it over the timeline. 27 on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock. Arlington by 2. Here's Chuck Kathleen. Nice pass, laying it up and in. And again, it's Dawson English on the back end of that. English now with 14, and we're tied at 64. Arlington can hold for a final shot.
That's a serious pass. That's also something you don't teach.
16 seconds to go.
James is looking for it. He's gonna take this last
6 seconds to go. He's gonna have to. Short shot clock.
Get in, James.
Around the rim. Put back up. Money! Good count it! Nico Trapotsis Alexei Trapotsis has won the game for the Spy Ponders. The putback at the buzzer counts. People are still wondering if it's good. The officials have left the floor. There's no replay in high school basketball. I thought it clearly got it off in time. And the Spy Ponders will win it 66-64. Wow!
Alexei doing the dirty work as always. And I will say from our vantage point, which we probably have the best vantage point in the gym,
right at the clock.
That ball hit the backboard when the buzzer went off.
Clearly out of his hand. No question about it.
No, I don't even think it was even close.
Wow.
What a game, Don.
And, I don't know if he would have done that anyway, but the fact that he corralled it and did everything in the one motion, whether he knew it was close to the buzzer or not, I can't say. But all I know is he put it right back up in one motion, and he wins the game for the Spy Ponders.
He had 2 buckets, and they were both huge.
Right, and both in the overtime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he had the little floater in the beginning of the overtime, and then the game-winning basket right there. Wow.
Great win for the Spy Ponders.
Let's run down the scoring totals for tonight's game for the Red and Black of Winchester. Dawson English, unbelievable fourth quarter and overtime, finishes with 14 points. Carson Sarpong with 2, Harrison Bourbon with 4, Craig O'Callahan with 5. Jack Charkathlian came alive in the second half. He finished with 10. He was held to just 2 first-half points, but he had some big buckets and some big passes in the second half.
Yeah, he threw a few nice dimes.
And Alex Casey, unbelievable performance, finishes with 28 points. For the Spy Ponders, Peter Clardy with 9, Jack Zambardino with 11, Jacob Williams had 2. Excuse me, Jabari Williams had 2. I take that back, put it on the wrong spot there. Nico Trapotsis with 6, James Digman with 34. Did I say Jack Zambardino with 11? And Alexei Trapotsis with those 4 overtime points. Couldn't have come at a better time. Spy Ponders with the win.
Yeah, Zambino had some darn big buckets too, right? When there was a drought too, we weren't scoring at all, and all of a sudden he hits a couple of threes. He got a put back in there. His 11 points were huge. You had James scoring 31, 32 points, and then all of a sudden you had Zambino helping you out there, and then also Nico coming in and hitting those big free throws. Those were huge, and he hit a couple of those mid-range jumpers. They really spread it out well. Man, what a great team win for Arlington. One of the best high school basketball games I've seen in a while, Don.
The final score here from the Dog Cone Gymnasium, Arlington 66 and Winchester 64. Hoping to get a little post-game here with a player in Coach Woods. And I guess you're going to send up Alexi. I mean, it's tough to pick a player of the game when somebody scores 34 points, but somebody else gets a game-winning shot at the buzzer. But so maybe we'll go Co. But James Digman, unbelievable game with 34. Stay tuned. We'll be right with you with some post-game reactions.
Oh, sure. Hey, what an unbelievable game. I'm here with Alexei Trapotsis, who had the tip-in bucket at the buzzer. And as I was saying to Don, we have a great angle up here. You can see that ball was on the glass when the buzzer went off. So all good. What do you think about that, the last hoop? Was that the biggest hoop you've ever made?
Biggest, yeah. I don't score the ball much, but that one was great, yeah.
Yeah, so you scored twice, and both of them were unbelievably clutch. You had the little floater in the lane, and Don kids me a little bit because I talk about your defense.
Yeah.
And your defense sparks the offense, and the way you play man-to-man defense and the way that you get in the passing lanes is so special. And I've referred to you as the best defensive player in the Middlesex League.
I've heard it. I've watched the live streams. Yeah.
All right, perfect, good. So you know how I feel about your defense. What do you do to prepare defensively, and what's the mindset? Because I didn't play any D. All I did was jack threes, so I want to hear someone that could actually check someone.
Coach always told me to guard the best player on the team, and I was working on practice, and it's like how I started getting playing time last year, and I think it's just like my role on this team is to play defense, get steals, and just go down.
Yeah, but also the pass and the way that they put you on the high post and you facilitate.
Yeah.
I'm talking a ton of assists, a ton of deflections, a ton of steals, and the 2 biggest buckets of the game. So that fills up the stat sheet. So you don't have to be a scorer to be such an important part of the team. And to talk about when, like, say someone that's coming up and playing basketball might not have all the skills as a James Digman has that can shoot the ball, or kids in the past, but there's a place for people. And how would you get on? How would you give advice to someone to get on the court?
They gotta do the little things like rebound, box out, go for steals, dive on the floor, all those little things.
That's exactly what you do.
Yeah.
They're so good to have you. And I also know, because I follow Middlesex League football, that you're a darn good defensive back.
Yeah.
What do you think is your primary sport?
Right now, I don't know, honestly.
Well, you're in the season, but
yeah,
you're
both. Like, if it's winter, it's basketball. If it's summer and fall, it's football.
Yeah, you had 2 years as a freshman and sophomore that you were super accomplished on the high school football team, and you have great success coming ahead of you. You have 2 years going.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work, and I also know you're a really good student because I've been doing my homework on you. So keep up the good work, and it's great to have you up here, and keep diving on the floor.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, buddy. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Is this our good side?
It's going to have to be. Yeah, we have a girls' game coming up soon, so we're going to have to go quick. And we're back with Coach Woods. Coach, Tim and I had talked before the game that we anticipated this being one of the best early season games on the docket, and it surely lived up to expectations. Congratulations on a hard-fought win.
Yeah, thank you. Arlington and Winchester the last few years have been, had some wild ones. So, they're a good team, and I knew we'd have to play well, and for stretches I thought we played really well, and just stick-to-itiveness, go make a play at the buzzer. That's pretty fun, so to open up the season.
James had 34, but other people did things at certain times during the game. Jack Zambardino hit 2 or 3 threes when you guys were kind of struggling offensively. Alexi didn't even score until the overtime, when he had a beautiful little floater in the lane on the set offense, and then of course the game-winning basket. Peter chipped in as usual. You got different players at different times stepped up for you tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely, the roster has a lot of options in it, and we kind of leaned on a few guys tonight, more than the first 2 games. But James obviously is going to be a big focal point. The guys, through the first 2 games, we're doing a great job of complimentary. And tonight, definitely some complimentary scoring, some playmaking. We just, Lexi is just fills so many holes. He's defensively, and then, like you said, step to the hoop, in the middle of the zone for an easy one, then go get some putback. The offensive rebounds, when Peter had that go-ahead layup, we crisscrossed and Lexi went and got it. Like that was a planned thing, and it's nice when you can do things out on the floor with a group that kind of understand how to do that. So it's a nice way to go into break.
Yeah, a couple days off for the team, and then you'll resume at the tournament at Newton North. Tough first-round matchup with Catholic Memorial. Who's the 4th team in that tournament? Besides
Newton South, Newton
Oh,
North.
boy.
Yeah, that's who plays in the.
Some iron in that tournament,
Yep.
so good luck with that. That's the 27th and the 28th. The first game is on the 27th at 4 o'clock at Newton North High School, so hopefully you fans will get out there and support the team. Next home game will not be until January 3rd. That's 2 weeks from tonight, when the Spy Ponders host Belmont here at the Doc Cone Gymnasium, and the tip-off for that will be at 6:30. Coach Woods, again, congratulations. Merry Christmas to you and your family. And to all our viewers, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. And, of course, wishing everybody a very happy 2025 New Year. The final score here from the Doc Cone Gymnasium, Arlington 66, Winchester 64. I'm Don Phelan, for my partner Tim Hoffman, Miles Donato, our producer, and Meredith Lamont, our camera person. Good night, and thanks for joining us.